Привет, я Иван Бочков. Сегодня понедельник, 25 августа, и это начало нашей второй недели. Итак, я начну с ответом на вопрос, который Леди Тайгерлили задала. Ее вопрос был, если мы говорим на иностранных языках. И как она правильно сказала, я говорю по-русски. Это мой первый язык. Я все еще говорю с родителями и с маленьким братиком, и с бабушками, и с дедушками по-русски. Вообще, я считаю, что это очень классный язык. Мои любимые слова, я думаю, дирижабль или кровотечение. But anyway, that's enough of that. Switching to English. Welcome back to our second week. As you probably realize, I just answered Lady Tiger Lily's question, which she asked on Wednesday, which was to speak in a different language. So backtracking a bit to my questions from last Monday, I first asked to think back to junior year, and I asked if we ever imagined that we were going to end up at the schools we're actually going to when we were just starting out the whole application process. So in my case, the answer is no. I applied to 6 schools, and at the time that I applied, I had absolutely no idea where I would end up. I picked the schools, pretty equally. I feel like I would have been happy in any one of them. And whenever people would ask me, which school do you want to go to, I would just give them the whole list. Princeton, Dartmouth, Harvard, Duke, Brandeis, and UVA. In the end, it came down to just Harvard, Dartmouth, and Duke. And for the longest time, I couldn't decide between those three. Then I finally decided to go with Harvard, in part because of the better financial aid package that they gave me, and also just those opportunities that living in Cambridge, affords. I was drawn to that kind of, the amount of knowledge and just like crazy city dynamic of Cambridge. Anyway, my second question was to come up with your 2 favorite English words and use them in the same sentence. So luckily I've had a whole week to think about this because my 2 favorite words are atrioventricular and quixotic. So the only thing I can come up with is the atrioventricular valves separate the chambers of the heart to prevent a quixotic rush of blood in the opposite direction to the body's normal circulation, which is more or less true. Although I don't know if you can call blood quixotic, but anyway. Next, Tuesday. Kyle's question was about time management. I'm just going to second what Lady Tiger Lily said about that. I myself have terrible time management skills. Terrible. Because I am a hopeless procrastinator and a hopeless perfectionist at the same time. So I end up leaving things off until the last day, especially important things. And then I spend half the night working on some god-awful project or senior essay, which is not good. So that's something I'm going to have to work on over this next year. Yeah, time management's important. Okay, Thursday, Dan asked about roommates. I was put in a single for some reason. I didn't ask to be put in a single. I actually said that I'd be fine with 1 or 2 roommates, but they put me in a single anyway, which I guess is fine. It has its pros and cons. I guess one of the pros is I get my whole room to myself. I can decorate however I want. I've already bought furniture and stuff for it, so that's good. One of the cons is I, as of this moment, don't know anybody at Harvard. Not anybody, but very few people. Just the people I met at my overnight visit in April, 4 kids from my old school in Belmont who all got in, and a sophomore who graduated from Pinkerton last year, who I've been keeping in touch with. Um, and finally, my own challenge for this next week. Um, well, actually, I just have one question. I want to ask about sports. I want to ask if you guys are planning on doing any sports in college, whether at the varsity or intramural level. Um, so if you are, tell me about it. If you're not, then I guess just talk about sports at your school in general, however much you know, would be cool. With that, I'm gonna hand it off to Kyle, Mr. Style, or DLG Artemis IL as he goes by on YouTube. Unfortunately, I think I might not have passed Patrick's challenge on Friday, but I'll try to do a better job next Monday. Anyway, handing it off to Kyle. Tuesday. See you next Monday. До свидания.